Hi, it's Hazy and welcome to my channel. Today I am just showing you a bit more of this sort of thing, showing you that you can, what you can do with it. This is a sheet. Could be anything really, couldn't it? It could be pages in a journal. You could use that as a page for fun. You could cut it down and use it as a page. Keep the other bits to add on to other bits as well, which would be lots of fun. But I'll show you a bit of that later. So that's that one. And this is the one I've been doing today. This is the, I'm doing like a snippet type roll, although it wasn't like that to start with at all. You'll see where I started from. It's a lot of fun. That was even a bulge there, so I'll show you how to get rid of bulges. You've got a bulge here, so I can get rid of that bulge. Look, it's not sitting properly, is it? I don't know whether it would, even if you put something heavy on it. After a while it still might do that, so I'm going to see to that as well. I'll go see to that after I've showed, but I do show you on video how to get rid of the bulges, how I get rid of the bulges. I don't know if anything happens to everything on me, on my body, but it certainly can do it with the paper. That'd be great, wouldn't it, if you could do that to yourself? I'd have a nice slim waist then. Right, that's the bit on me that sort of like doesn't like to be slim. Yeah. So please subscribe to my channel, please give me a thumbs up, please press the notification bell with your crafty fingers, and please share my video. Please join my Facebook group Hazy Crazy Arts. I think I forget to tell you that at the end actually, but never mind, because everybody should know by now, because I've got on now. I do mention Patricia a bit in this video because she is a sewing teacher. So she has reminded me of some things. I did learn quite a lot at school. And I even remember the little bits from school as well. So if there's a few beginners among you, there is a few tips there as well. Or a few reminders if you're not. Okay. And just reiterations if you're not too sure. Okay then. So let's go then and find out how you do this. Okay, let's go. Right. So I'm in the middle of doing a very, very complicated piece of Frankenpaper. Then, can you see what I'm doing? Right, let's carry on. Right then, let's show you what I'm doing. Oh, I'm getting bits of paper. So I'm grabbing pieces of paper. I did it last night. Let me show you what I did. Might be able to show you that better. Just everything just moves forward when I move the machine. Moves backwards when I move the machine forward. Let me show you what I did. It's here. Right, so I did this. Look how beautiful that is. Let's higher it up so you can see it a little bit better. Right, there we go. So that's what I did. So it goes anyway. So that could be, that goes that, you know. So I've not got any writing the same way, but I'm doing that. That's what I did. Okay, yesterday. But today I'm going to try something slightly different. I don't know how it's going to work. I could do it even with this, couldn't you, I suppose? On this, you see, that's on the back, and it doesn't look as attractive as this. I'm using actually Gutermann rayon. So it's sort of like, it's supposed to be slightly shiny, but I'm using the black, and I'm using like a silvery colour for this. It looks really nice. Only thing I didn't do was this. So I don't know, because that's, could easily do that. But I'm going to try, I am trying something else, but the only reason I've gone off the rails here is because I've got glue under there, and I am gluing it. You know what it's like. I'm gluing it, so I got glue everywhere, so that's the reason why these are actually there. I was trying to keep it at a certain level. Anyway, I will carry on, and I'll try and do it a bit on fast, so it doesn't, this video is going to be nice and short, hopefully. That's not there. Now I'm going to come along. Stop that. Across here. Right, is that way or that way? Right, if it starts to bulge, this is what I do. Let me show you. Move my machine. Oh, because it's easier, because then you can see. Right, so here's a, right, so if it's a bit bulgy, this is what I do. That's a bit bulgy, I would say here somewhere. So I would do this. Cut it and then flatten it and see where it wants to go. Now that still doesn't seem, that's a bit bulgy here. Oh well, look, it hasn't been sewn there, so it could perhaps go down there as well. Oh yeah, what I was doing yesterday was mending it with washi tape. I could do that on the, you could do that on the back, I suppose, or if you haven't got washi tape, obviously bits of paper stuck down. Yeah, I can never find this end, you know. Come on, dear, come on. Right, let's just try and get that so it's where it wants to be. I mean, you can put it on that side if you like, as well. I did yesterday. Is that more flat now? Is that flat with this? Yes. Come along, come along. Go ahead and come along, and then sew it. Sew your gap. That's an excuse to have some more sewing doing. So what I'm going to do, instead of having to keep mess about, right, so what I'm intending to do is make a strip, like a snippet roll or something like that. So I'm going to cut that bit off. It might not be this wide yet, it might, because don't forget I did add a bit. I might cut all that off, but I want to make it a little bit slimmer, so I'm going to take this off. I only put that on there for the sake of it, and I can add that. Again, oh, I should have done it with thingy scissors, never mind. I can add that anywhere, look. Add it there, I can add it here. Yeah, let's use the skizzles. There it is. See them through there. I can see them through there. There they are. These I'm thinking these, but I don't know. You might not. You won't be able to cut the thingy with it, would you? So I'm going to cut this off. Or can you? Oh, you can. Right. Thinking about leaving that on there for now and bringing it down there, so like that. Yay. Right, so I've now made it more straight. Now if you have to cut, obviously if you have to turn it this way round, you'd have to curl that, and you could obviously you could use some paper clips or something so you could sew it. In fact I might do that. Sorry, I'm not showing you. I'm rolling it up, and I'm going to roll it to, that'll do because I've got that to do, haven't I? I'm going to put that on there, and this on there. Right then. Right, I could actually start there, and It doesn't matter if you, it doesn't matter because if you look on this one, can you see where I am? When you look on this one, I've gone up there and there's nothing there, so you can do that, that's fine. You can do anything. You don't even have to stick to the lines if you don't want to, but I think it does look better, personally, if you do. Right, what did I say? This. And then that. Yeah. So I can move, oh no, it won't move it a bit closer. I'll leave it there. It's fine now, I can do it. Right, so you know when you obviously, this is very important if you're not used to sewing. You've got your, oh, let me just put it down a bit, then we can see. Bit of advice for you, the people who, right, so if you might know, if you don't know about sewing, that you will know, you might not know that when you've got these, you must put them, I was taught this at school and Patricia reminded me, that you've got your, let me get a piece of paper so you can see, look, you can see, because I can't see that black through there. I don't know if you can now. Can you see that? I think you can. Because, right, so that goes through that, and you must always put that back. I always slip it underneath the foot there, and also the one underneath as well, the one from the bobbin. Always goes back. I think I've got it there, look. So then you push that under it like that, so it'll push it back. Right, where was I? What was I going to do? I think I was here, wasn't I? Right, and then another thing Patricia suggested is, which I think is a very good point, if you got, I mean, I can't see sometimes, is to put a piece of white paper behind your needle when threading it, then you can see it more clearly. Yes, so I don't need a needle threader now because I can do that, but I can actually see this and I can actually thread these Gutermann threads. The thicker ones I can't thread. Slightly cheaper ones, the ones that fluff. I don't think I'm going to get them again. Anyway, let me carry on. Okay, if you're not a beginner, you will know that you make the needle as high as possible. Mine's got an automatic needle thing where I lift it up and put it down when I like. But if you haven't got one of those, and I've also got an automatic, I don't have to have a foot pedal, one of those. And you can turn your knob, turn the knob at the side, which is, where are we? Is there to move the needle up and down. I can also do that as well, but I choose to use this, choose to use first, which is easier. Right, so okay, look at what I've done. Yes, I didn't do it perfectly, look, did I? But it looks fine. It looks absolutely fine because that's what we want to achieve. We want to achieve a nice Frankenfurter, that's a new one. Frankenfurter type snippet roll, don't we? We don't have to have it like that either. I wanted it actually 2 inches wide, so what I could do is cut along there, and I could put that at either end, couldn't I? So I might do that. So let's do that on fast, because a lot of it will be on fast, won't it? I'm going to do it with this needle now. Let's have a look. How wide are we? We are 4.5. In fact, we could have it about 2.5. Those two or something. Or let's have something in the middle, shall we? Because that looks a bit. No. Let's cut this off. No, that's not cut it properly. See, it doesn't cut it properly. Only when it's cut in a long way will it do it right. I don't want it looking the same. Or, well, that's the same piece of paper there, isn't it? One of my designs, that is. Yes, okay. Right, so what we could do is, perhaps put that there. We could join that on the end. And perhaps join that there. Something, doesn't matter about underneath, we could glue that in, couldn't we? Yes, I left that off all night. That's why the glue's everywhere, by the way. So remember to put your lid on. Do you know what? I'm always saying that, aren't I? That's very naughty. Let people despair of me doing that. Oh, not again. Not again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm afraid so. Right, let me put my glue away. Lid on. There. Right, so what I can do now is sew a bit. What have I got to do? Just sew basically. I can come along there because that can be sewn, and then across there and across there, couldn't I? That's got a bit of a gap, but I don't know. Sometimes you can sew across those gaps. Sometimes, of course, you can't. It won't let me. That's very gluey. This is what I mean by... Oh, excuse me, but go there a minute. Right, so what I'm going to do now, because I'm going to do the middle, I'm going to put some clips again. Do you know what? Where are they? Clips, where are they? Oh, they are. Right, so I'll put my clips on. Sorry, I probably didn't even see that, but it does need stitching there. Right, oops. Let's put that there. Bring that machine over. Right, I'm going to put... That's right, do that. Let's do this bit first. I'm doing about the worst sewing I've ever done at the moment. But hey, it doesn't look too bad, does it, for this sort of thing? Yeah, it looks like writing anyway, just joins in with the writing, that bit. Right, else can we do? Let's see, I'm going to obviously do something with this. That's bendy, isn't it? I want it straight. Perhaps at some point I'll take it off and do that with it, and then put that somewhere else. I want it straight, really. You don't have to have it straight. Of course, you can have it round. There's no reason why you should have it straight. You can have it how you like. It's your snippet roll. Okay, perhaps add that to it or something. Look, I've got the word Nottinghamshire on there. I'm going to stick that on with my glue that's got its lid on, yay, and put it on there. So that will go, and that will mend this bit here. Okay, because that was a bit hard to sew actually with the bit there. Anyway, you can see what sort of thing I'm going for, can't you? You can see that I'm going to make this. You could also cut that instead, or that, and make it go like that. Then, if you wanted it completely straight, which is a lot of fun. So this is what I'm doing. This is just doing it anyhow. Then I'm going to neaten it up later, which I think is the fun part, really. I'm going to now just sew this, and then I'm going to show you what I've done in the full, and show you a bit more of the other one as well I did, and because that looks really pretty. Okay, I don't think it's going to cut. Right, okay, let's have a look. I'm going to move that out of the way. Like this. Use my scissors. Let's show you. So this is what I've done so far. I don't even know what I've done so far. See if it looks any good. Obviously it's not straight. It's got a nice bend in the middle, as I said. So if you wanted to make it straight, that would be the fun part. Just make it, you could cut it up. Oh, that probably got up to right up to there, and a bit beyond as well. Yeah, so you could put something straight on there and straighten it up. I think that'd be fun to do this side because that's got a straight edge. Haha. And obviously you've got this, and you could do that too. Right, have I got a ruler? Let's have a look. Right, if I wanted that straight to that one, if I like that one best, say I like that side best, and that actually isn't straight there, is it? But I was just thinking, if I wanted that straight like that, that would be cut off there, and I'd put this. Oh no, it'd have to be this side, wouldn't it? So that would go. Let me see that. You wanted to get a straight roll, it would have to go all the way. Oh yeah, right up there, look. Yeah, so you'd cut that off and join something onto there, and it won't be this because that's just too similar, isn't it? So we wouldn't go for that. Perhaps turn that round or something. Turn that round and do it. Just thinking. Let's do that. Because I can't stop, can I? Can't stop now. Oh, it's cut the cotton. Right. That would cut that. And you could actually use that as a bit of, if you wanted another piece of paper that's stuck, wanted to stick, you'd stick on something, like I did this, to make it more. Would that do that? Oh, that's not actually done it, has it? No, that's not even straight. That's not straight. So what am I doing? Oh, that is. Oh. Right. No, that's, of course that's not straight. That's what I meant. That's what it's all about, because that's not straight. Right, so that would go there, and that would go. So you'd put another piece there. You could sew that on, and then cut that as well. Hee hee, it'd be fun. Yeah, sew that on, cut that. So you cut that there. So you keep all this. That looks good. And you might have to put a little bit extra on there as well, so that'd be fun. Yeah. So you'd sew down there. Yeah, so you could carry on and carry on and carry on, and that would be fantastic. Now let's have a look at our other one that I did last night on my own without you. You weren't there. But anyway, that's what I did, and that's I never even left that hole there for fun. It's probably a, I don't know what I did, perhaps I punched something out. And I like this lot, broad beans. It's a bit shiny paper, but I like that. Broad beans, onions, and it's out of a really good gardening book that was blank for you to write in, and I loved it. And I've used it on videos before, and it's really good. Yeah, I used it in a, you know, right. And say if you do get bulges, you can always, as I showed you, you could cut it and then join it together, or let it fall as it will, and then stick something on it, like that piece of paper there, or you know, so anything like, even that'll do, or some washi tape as I did. There we go. Look, put washi tape all over here, look, for fun. See what happened. I did mend it several times there. I must have done it there. Yes, I did it there. You know, like there was a bulge, so I cut it. So it's not a bulge anymore, apart from what's underneath. It's not a bulge. It's just completely flat. I could sew there as well, by the looks of it. See, I'm looking for it again, aren't I? I thought I'd better add these couple of tips. So I'm just probably adding this as an addition somewhere. Probably, yeah, I don't know where I'm going to add it yet. But I have been using washi tape instead of glue, and it's worked very well. But obviously you can use bits of paper and glue. Bits of paper and glue it on like that. Instead, I think it probably works a lot better than actually gluing on the paper. Well, to me it does anyway. And another thing I've just discovered is, let's see if I can show you on here, because it's, if you put your ruler on your paper and then just cut, turn it over and just cut where you, to make it straighter anyway. It's not exactly straight. I've just cut a bit off there. That's what I did. I just cut that little oh, sorry, a little bag of the camera, just a slot a bit off there. And I could also do this side, couldn't I? Check in that would be the right height, and then do it like that. So I could do that. Do we want to be up a bit up there a bit? And then I could cut this off then. Look, it stays there, look, like that, when you've rolled it up. I don't know if that's exactly right, but at least this bit's going to be like that. So I could cut off with those scissors. Okay, that's if you wanted some sort of semblance of order. You don't have to do that. You can go all over the place. You can do what you like. You can leave these strings everywhere as well, but I would just be careful when you're sewing, because I've seen people leave strings and things hanging off theirs, but I don't like that look. Well, obviously I don't mind that look, but I wouldn't do it myself. That's what I mean. Okay, and so all I'm doing now is still adding pieces of the thing all over. So I've just basically got it in sort of semblance of order, look, like that. So that's basically straight. Basically, what's the other word? Basically, obviously straight. You can't help saying, I can't help saying those words anyway. So I'll just let myself get on with the rest of my video, okay, now. So anyway, I do hope you liked my little content today. Please share my video. Please press the notification bell with your crafty fingers. Please give me a thumbs up. That's most important. And please subscribe to my channel, because I'm trying to get to that magic 1,000, and I'd love you to. Anyway, I shall go now and I shall introduce this. Okay then, and thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.